The latest park in Caribou country up in Quesnel, just off the old Prince George Highway. It's a fuel management trails, they call them. It's sort of a community park, and the sign says barren area, but just talked to a few ladies and they said there's been a bear around, but the bears usually run away, of course, and one big bear and a few other ones. Now let's have a look at a few of these signs here. First it says rabbit, and in the local Deni language, or Matako Deni language, this would be rabbit would be go, and fox is nangus, and deer is yes say, and then grizzly shas. And it tells you how many meters each trail is, so it's a low mobility is rabbit go for people who are in wheelchairs. So it's actually quite a nice little trail, as you can see. And you are here, it says. You are here. So I haven't made a decision yet. I think I'm just going to walk this way because somebody else is walking that way. I just want to be kind of here by myself, so I'll just walk all the way around here. Maybe I'll walk all the way, do the big loop, all the way around. Well, that would be considered the grizzly bear trail. There's no grizzly bear out here though. Not on this side of the highway, just usually black bears. And yeah, it goes all the way around, and then it comes back to here again. Pets must be kept on leash and overnight camping, stay on established trails, protect vegetation, do not litter to help us keep the trail system clean, etc., etc., etc. No motorbikes, no riding, which is good. It's just a walking trail. You can bicycle, that's okay. And the local language here, native language, Dahuja, which means welcome. Taka Deni Nation traditional territory. City of Quesnel and West Fraser are some of the sponsors. And I'll just go for a walk now. For a nice leisure walk. Here you can see some willows there. That's a willow. This one right here. And it's white willow. You can also make medicines out of it and so on. And I would actually feel safe just to take a branch. Oh, yeah, take a branch. Tastes kind of bitter. And here's something else. That is rosehip. There it is, rosehip. And it's red in color. It just grows there on the roadside. It grows everywhere here too. You can actually eat the outside of it. You can make a tea out of it. There it is, right there, the rosehip plant. Still chewing on that willow right now. I don't eat the whole thing. And here's Canadian thistle, which birds, they like to make nests out of that. So this will kind of go along with the birding video. birds like finches and other birds will make nests out of that. The nice fluffy material. You can see it, see? It's so nice and fluffy. It feels really fluffy. For making nests, and they eat the seeds too as well. So it's not such a bad plant. They call it weed, but it's really a very beneficial plant also for the birds and for the bees. They take the nectar off this plant right here. It's really, the root can be used for medicine. It's good for cleansing the liver and so on, the root. That's about all I use. Some people, they also use the stalk. They say it's supposed to be good. And this is already finished. This is Saskatoon berry here. This bush, Saskatoon berry, right here. Oh, there's just so much in the forest. It's never ending. There's a mountain holly there. There's holly growing right here. Oh, pardon me, not holly, mountain ash. Mountain ash, and you can see it by the leaves and by the berries. They first whiten and later on they turn red right about this time. And I don't know if they're edible, so I'm not gonna, I'll just leave them alone for now. It's a beautiful looking tree too. It grows everywhere here in this caribou country in northern British Columbia. And you can see old man's beard, as they call it, growing everywhere up on the tree here. And there's another name for it. I forgot the name of it now, but there you can see it. And you can actually make a tea out of this. It's you brew it down and make it into a tea, and that's supposed to be very good too for cleansing your body and so on. And I'm going to taste it right now. Kind of a herb-like flavor. Not bad at all. Like having a green tea or something. Oh, I see some people are coming my way. See them walking through the forest. And this here is called the Douglas fir tree. This is one of the giants here in the forest. I sure hope they don't cut any of these trees because they're so beautiful. I mean, look at them. It would take me quite a bit to go around it. I hear some voices in the forest. Some people walking around here. There's other people besides me. See this tall fir tree here. And see more tall fir trees. Those are all fir trees up there. Oh no, that's the last thing I need is somebody sitting on a I'm taking the long ways around. Oh, here's something too. This here is wild Guerrero, and you can recognize it by its leaves. They're kind of fern-like. The leaves here. Oh. You can see the fern-like leaves on it, and smells really nice too. It's got a beautiful smell to it. And I will take some fresh stuff here which is still white, and I'm going to I just chewed on it. It's got a really nice flavor to it. Really nice flavor. Wild Guerrero. Oh, I can't believe this. Is this for real? Am I coming up on some Western Labrador tea here? No, I thought it was Western Labrador tea, but it's not. This is not Western Labrador tea. Almost looked like it, but Western Labrador tea usually grows in the swampy forest anyways. I just tried some more of that. Wild Rose tea. Yeah, quite good. Got a nice flavor to it. I just draw the juice out of it now, I spit out the rest usually to make a nice tea out of it. As a matter of fact, I should pick a whole bunch, stick it in my pocket, make myself a nice tea when I come home. Yeah. It's going everywhere around here. Animals don't seem to be harvesting it too much, so the bears don't really go for it too much that I know of. No. Well, I think they just use goats near. I don't think they used any herbicides. Last time they had about 100 goats. That's part of their new control system. Here too we got more. You can see more of this beautiful hibiscus or wild rose tea. Rosehip tea. I'm going to pick a whole bunch of it. Take it home. I had one right behind me, and then I used to have one growing right behind my house in an alleyway. And then the city came along, sprayed herbicide in the whole alleyway, killed off my bush, and even went so far as cutting it down. And I thought that was terrible. I guess they thought they could do whatever they wanted to do because it's on public property. Since then I've put up signs, organic garden, please keep away. So on so many meters, and hopefully they'll respect that. There we are. Definitely have to come back here and do some more picking. Oh, look at that. Salmon berries. The bear didn't get it all. Little salmon berries. So nearby. Look at that, eh? That's a sweet little treat. Some more of those rose hips. That's a treat in itself. A sweet little treat. Salmon berries, or thimble berries, as other people call it. Nice little bench here to sit on. I'm not tired yet. I'll keep on going for a while. Serenity now. Gives you so much serenity going for a walk in the forest. More fir trees. Hope they keep them all here. Well, that's a beautiful flower there. That's a beautiful flower right there. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. Forgot what kind of a plant that is exactly. And then in the back you have alder bushes. Here's alder bush right here. And some of them you can eat the berries. There's no berries on these ones here. These are alder bushes right here. Right in front of me here. All of them. You can tell them by their leaves that are like that. Alder bushes. You can eat the alder berries, which I'll have to find a more mature bush where you can actually eat the berries. Oh, here's a little trail. It just kind of seems to go off into the bush by itself. Oh yeah, this is kind of like a real country road, I guess you could call it. That goes right to the airport. So probably won't go any further on this. But watch down here, this moss. Isn't that beautiful? Somebody's been marking here too. Right there is all some beautiful moss. You can pick it up and you can make really nice things out of it too. Let's see what we can make out of it. I really want to stick that in my pocket, but oh, it smells so earthy. It smells so nice and beautiful, earthy. When you smell it, it's such a you can use this in log homes too. They used to use it for weatherproofing it and cracks and so on, just like natural insulation really. When it dries up, it's really good. Yeah. Oh, here's something else. This here is an anthill. Let's see if I can dig out some of those ants. No, don't see too many ants. It means it's an old anthill. Hasn't been used for a long time. That happens too now and then. They abandon it. Oh, here we can actually getting quite close to the airport here. See, the trail goes on back there, and there's more trees marked in blue with blue paint on them. Sure, a shame to have to cut these trees out of here just for the timber that they want to take out. Oh, I think I gotta quit walking. Kind of goes right onto an open meadow, and there's the airport straight up ahead. Here's something about fossil fuel treatment. Fossil fuel treatment area. Yes, fossil fuel treatment area. So which means they could have sprayed it maybe or something, who knows. Stay away from that. Oh yeah, this is, they cut all the fossil fuels close to the airport, which is just over there. You can start to hear all the noise from the airport actually coming up. Sounds like a helicopter ready to take off. Might be able to get some nice footage of that. And here is fresh bear poo. How much fresher does it get? And it's got berries in it too. Berry seeds and stuff. That means a bear's been here. Definitely a bear's in the area. Let's see how fresh it is. I'll just use this rock here. Oh, it's been a few days. It's pretty hard. So I would say the bear's been here a few days ago, but it is around though. That's definitely a bear. You can see the size of my hand. Bear's been here. Here's some purple clover here, which is also good for eating and so on. Purple clover, see? And you can eat it. The clover heads are quite nice, but make sure that there hasn't been sprayed or treated and so on, whichever area you're in. That goes for all wild things really. You always have to make sure nowadays that the area hasn't been sprayed. A bit of a sandhill over there. Oh, here a helicopter's taking off. Isn't that cool? You're gonna actually see a helicopter take off. Yeah. Coming my way. Oh yeah, oh it's gonna come right over my way. And he's hauling a bucket. Cool. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of forest fires happening around here. It's been like that for years now. There you go, that's what it looks like. They're actually made out of fiberglass or something, those buckets. I've seen them up close. And this would be the airport right here. The bucket was empty, by the way. It won't be until I get to a lake or something, to a body of water that's close to a forest fire, where they will dip it into the lake, and then hopefully there won't be any fish in that bucket when they dip it. Nobody ever thinks about that. Oh, airplane takes off. Private airplane. That's pretty cool. Blue and white one too. It might be for the Forestry company too. Just took off. Single passenger plane. And they've built a fire guard all around this airport too, in case of forest fires, because this is also regional airport. A high gate all around it, so even deer won't be getting on there, because they don't want any deer on there while they're landing their planes. Mountain Air comes there, Canadian Mountain Air, CM Air, Canadian Mountain Air, and a very high fence to keep the deer out and wildlife. You don't want wildlife on there. Been doing a bit of haying out there too. See the cut line that goes right around it. The community forest is right in here. Oh, another airplane's about to take off. Wow. We're going to get some nice shots here of airplanes. Some nice footage, I should say. Now, wasn't that cool, eh? And here it says defense, no trespassing. Defense de passier, persons authorized solament, authorized persons only. English and French, no trespassing. Keep gate closed. Here's that big cut line they made. So in case of a forest fire, this will actually keep it back from coming to the airport. It's a beautiful place. It'll take you to Vancouver in an hour and a half. 660 kilometers usually takes me about 8 to 9 hours. 9 hours to drive it. So you can fly it in an hour and a half. Of course, you're going to pay a little bit more money too. And that's the Quesnel Regional Airport. Keep gate closed. Authorized persons only. And you can see all the planes way back there, and planes way back there. There's a hangar there and other things. It's kind of a smoky day too, because you can't see the mountain in the Dragon Mountain in the background, just the haze of it. And this is it. Gonna walk back now again. This is probably the end of the walk here. It's almost 30 minutes. That's all I'm going to do today. A beautiful walk. I'm going to go rest on this log here now for a while before I walk back. The rest on a nice log here. Then it's time to see my doves. The Eurasian ringneck doves and me. That's why it's called that. Gotta go see them. Let's go sit down on this log here. I think that should be okay. No ants on it, and that would be okay. The other one has, this one has ants on it. For sure, lots of ants on this one. When we sit down on this one, it doesn't appear to have any ants on it. Here we are. In the beautiful caribou country.